Is this going to be the first pod in the new studio?
No, I had the chick on last week. That was here.
We met at Acme?
We met at Acme.
That was here?
Yeah.
I didn't even realize.
And it looked way shittier. I was so disappointed that I didn't have it all set up. It was like I just moved in here and I had the flu. Terrible timing. My hair was getting long. I lost like 12 pounds. It was like my biggest guest too. It was like, fuck.
I see I had Nigel on. Nigel's cool.
Yeah, you saw Nigel?
Yeah, Nigel, we didn't follow each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got good stuff.
You guys are both very good on social media.
Yeah, he's killer. I love his stories and history and stuff.
He can talk for days. Like the moment we started, he was like, brrr. I was like,
he's just going.
Yeah. That's the easiest when they can just talk.
Yeah.
Some people, they like wait for me. I'm like, no, it's a collaborative effort. So like, you got shit to say. You gotta say it.
Yeah.
All right, you guys ready? Pilky, you ready to start?
I'm fucking ready.
You sound good?
Yep.
I think you sound good.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. What are we gonna start off with? Not that song. I was gonna start with this one. Hold up. I always do that. There we go.
There it is.
Pilky's back.
We're back, baby.
And we got a big guest, Adam Faris.
Thanks for having me.
Faris,
Adam.
that's how you pronounce it?
Faris, yes, sir.
I figured. Came all the way from Portland, Oregon.
Long ways.
Yeah.
West Coast, baby.
Just to visit me and Pilky.
The only reason. Of course. Only reason.
I'm kidding, man. So tell us what are you doing in New York? Tell us and we'll get your backstory. And
Dude, we came for the nice weather. Duh.
yeah.
We literally left Portland and it was snowing in April.
Damn.
So, yeah, no, but we, part-time tourists, of course. Like, we want to check out the city. He's probably moving here in the next 5 months.
Nice.
Look at the car behind this camera, yeah, but, yeah.
Can you go skiing out in Portland?
Oh, yeah.
What mountains are out there?
Mount Hood, we got Bachelor. Yeah,
I want to go to Oregon so bad.
Mount Hood, you can ski all year round, right?
pretty much. I think so, yeah.
I feel like East Coast, like Oregon has a great PR. I don't know what word I'm looking for, but like people really like the idea of Oregon out there.
Oh, for sure. Everybody's so, like, but it's very, like, work hard, play hard kind of a thing. And when I say play, it's like, not like partying really. It's like, oh, let's go to like hiking. Let's go
exactly.
But then also we go to the beach and then we can go. Like, it's just this all like outdoor.
You guys go to the beach in Oregon?
It's cold, but
yeah.
Like, you're not gonna go in the water, but like you walk the beach and it's nice. Like, it's not like California. Like, the water's like cold.
What like level is that compared to the East Coast? Is it like Maine or
What?
like if you go straight across?
Yeah,
It's gotta be
parallel.
like Maine.
What's like your
latitude.
latitude compared to a city on the East Coast?
Oh, I don't know.
It's got to be.
It's got to be Boston, maybe.
Wait, so Oregon is
over?
north of Washington or south?
I bet it's north
south?
of Boston.
South of Seattle.
South of Seattle.
South Seattle. Yep.
Oh, I feel like that's exactly where you want to be.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Because Seattle's like, Seattle's rainy.
I
as
feel
hell.
like
Portland's rainy as hell, but it's not as rainy as hell.
But,
Seattle.
like,
I
it's-
cuss on this, right? By the way.
Oh, you can say fuck. You can say fuck as much as you want.
Go.
Yeah. We curse all the time.
Okay.
I
got
feel
called
like
out.
all the West Coast, like the Pacific Ocean's just colder than the Atlantic for some reason.
Oh, it's
Oh, yeah.
Even in California, it's
Like
pretty
when I was in
cold.
San Diego for the summer, it was like it's colder than here.
Yeah.
Like it needs to be hot out there. But hell yeah. So a little bit about you. I'll start you off. I found you on TikTok.
Yeah.
And then I think you worked kind of with my brother.
Yeah.
So explain like who you are, how you got started with your content, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, it was a wild ride. So, been doing content for about 2 years and started kind of like peak quarantine, like peak pandemic. It was my senior year at University of Oregon. And TikTok was like, I mean, it was still like, in my opinion, it was kind of up and coming. There was a lot of like new adopters and I was one of those. And we were just like, me and my roommates were like, we want to try to figure this new platform out. And so we started like posting just a random bunch of shit videos, like from our Snapchat memories, like I'm sure most people do that.
Oh, yeah.
And you're just like, oh, we want to try to figure it out and see what goes viral. Nothing went viral. And so I did like a couple sports videos because I've always been just a lifelong sports fan, always loved sports. And it took off. And it was like the funniest thing because it wasn't even correct. Like I got the titling wrong. I got the teams wrong. All my old content.
Really?
Yeah. All my old content was like, we played NBA 2K and we did like, the 15-16 Warriors. That was the one that won the championship, right?
I think
16.
I think 14-15 definitely was the first one when Iguodala was the MVP.
Yeah. Anyways, one of the super team Warriors, whatever. And
That was 16.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
And then this 96-97 Bulls. And I had them go against each other. And like, cause you know how you can sim games in 2K?
Yeah.
And I just want to see who won. And we like did this whole like little rendition. We had my roommates around, kind of like this right here. We had a TV and we're like, all right, I'm going to put like $2 on like the 15-16 Warriors. And like, we'll see who wins just based off the simulation. And And I got the titling wrong. I said like the 98, 99 Bulls, who were freaking dog shit. Like they were terrible. And
So no like, Jordan.
No, well, in the sim that had Jordan, but I got the titling wrong, so people were roasting me. But this got like 2 million views. And
wow.
So anyway, so I was like, that was the first viral video ever. So then I got like this influx of followers that like love sports, mainly basketball, but I just kept kind of building, and now I'm like kind of sports agnostic. I mainly focus on basketball and football, but we talk like Olympics, we talk track and field, we talk even like sports art and stuff, like some crazy stuff that happens. And then Connor, my kind of co-founder and manager, business partner, was like, we've worked on a bunch of projects. And I should preface this actually with, I also worked at a energy management software company in the Bay Area. B2B, was a growth marketer. Super important. Not going to call them out. Super important what they're doing. Boring as shit. Yeah. So boring.
So is that what you did right when you graduated?
Correct. Yeah. Okay. So TikTok was always kind of like a side hustle. I was like, I'll get some like deals here and there. And Kevin eventually did reach out, your brother. And but yeah, I was doing like newsletter stuff, and it was just all B2B. And like you're literally working, and again, no shade to them, but like you're literally working with like, the transit of like San Diego. And it's like, oh, we have 10 electric buses, and it's like, okay, that's interesting, but it's like not super fun. Very important.
It's not what you dreamed to do as a kid.
Yeah, I'm not like I'm gonna go work with electric buses.
Just like this is
very important. I agree. Yeah, but yeah, it's very true. So were you kind of always in your mind, even like before you were working a job that you think is boring? Were you always kind of like, I got to do something like creative, or kind of wanted to do something like a little special or different?
Dude, we probably worked on like 2 or 3 companies or projects. And they like totally failed. I mean, it was a great learning experience, obviously, but like long story short, we always wanted to be like, have our own thing, like build a company, create value for people. We created like a couple different groups at the University of Oregon, like help students learn about, venture capital, or help students learn about blockchain or whatever. So we kind of always had that like entrepreneurial knack, if you will. And that definitely like stuck with us. That bug, we just like kept going. We kept trying things. And then, like I said, so I had the sports account, and then Connor's like, all right, we should like build this into like a media company. And so then I started the automotive account. That grew 10 times faster. Rather than like, it's so much easier, in my opinion, to grow a branded account rather than like Adam P. Faris and like, profile.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
So, way easier.
So we came up with this name, it was Launch Mode. And we had this like little car logo kind of a thing. Grew 10 times faster, like within half the amount of time. So like in 6 months, I think we had 750,000 followers, and then now we're like over 1.1 million, something like that. It's crazy.
Like what kind of stuff do you post on there with the car, like about the cars?
Yeah, so it started kind of in the same sense. Like we do some news. It might be like, oh, Ferrari just came out with this electric SUV, or we might do like, I just found this ridiculously weird car in Craigslist that's selling. We'll like talk through. Like there was like a pickup truck PT Cruiser that was matte black, and it was just like, this thing's ridiculous.
Beautiful car.
Yeah, specimen. But yeah, we just like a lot of green screen stuff, and then like now we're doing a bunch of like in-person stuff. So like we'll go to a private garage, we'll go to the Peterson, we'll go to auto shows, and I'll just like talk about the cool, crazy, quirky cars. And even like new ones. So
how do you get into private garages? You just contact the owners, or they reach out, or?
Yeah, only done it a few times, to be honest, but it's kind of been accelerating as our content's been more in-person focused. But yeah, some like people will just like reach out on Instagram or TikTok. They usually reach out because I'm bad at looking at messages. But yeah, it's usually like
TikTok's tough to do messages.
It is tough.
Yeah, I DM everyone on Instagram. That's where I do.
Yeah, yeah.
100%.
I mean, Kevin, I think, DM'd me on Twitter.
Yeah, there you
go.
Because like TikTok, you're not going to see them.
Yeah.
Instagram, I always look for people like less Instagram followers, because then like it just pops up into their feed.
Yeah, so much easier to communicate. So
when did you guys like think like I can make this into like a media company?
Yeah, it kind of like once we proved the concept for the automotive account, we're like, okay, shit, I can like make another account and like grow a following that's totally in a completely different niche, right? And then we said, all right, let's try like homes. He loves homes. And so we just started doing like, it was all, by the way, just to preface this, all of the kind of like luxury accounts have all started around like celebrities. Mm-hmm. Because people are so curious about like their favorite celebrity, like, oh, what does Billie Eilish drive? Or what is Adam Levine? Yeah. What's Adam
What
Levine's
does she
house?
drive?
Oh, what does she drive? Shit, I don't even know. Put me on the spot there.
God, no, Billie Eilish drive.
I'm guessing a G-Wagon.
Ellen DeGeneres has
probably.
a Porsche, what?
He's got a bunch of
Turbo
Porsches.
S.
Yeah.
He's got like a couple 911s. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a random fact he brought on the podcast one time.
You know what's funny is that George Clooney has a Tango, or used to have a Tango. It's this like 1-seater, sometimes a 2-seater car. It's about literally as wide as like a human. It's hilarious.
Like a soapbox almost?
Pretty much. It literally think half the size of a smart car.
That's a car in Silicon Valley. Have you ever seen that show?
I think it is. Yeah, I think you're right. The Tango.
How much are they?
Oh gosh, I don't know.
They can't be
like,
expensive.
They're not that much.
But George Clooney's got too much swag to be riding in a Tango.
Well, I think he's just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I can do
It's like I'm
whatever I
George
want.
Clooney. Yeah, exactly.
If he had a PT Cruiser, I wonder if PT Cruisers could get cool.
Oh.
If George Clooney wanted them to.
I feel like that's the Back to the Future effect, because like the DeLorean, right? The DeLorean is a shitty car. That's a terrible car. But
Yeah.
and like it has the cool, gull-wing doors, whatever. But yeah, I mean, from the basic point of it, like it's a terrible car. And if it wasn't in Back to the Future, I bet you'd like be nothing.
Because as a kid, I thought the DeLorean was like a sick high-end car.
Everybody
It's like a
wanted it.
Viper.
Fun.
Yeah,
It's slow.
it's terrible.
It's
Yeah.
terrible. They break down all
I
the time.
wonder why that movie picked that car then.
Because it looks cool.
It does
Yeah.
look cool.
And
I
the
wouldn't
body
drive
is
one
like,
now,
what,
but like
brushed stainless steel or something.
Yeah.
It's like insane.
who makes the DeLorean?
DMC.
DMC?
Yeah.
What's that?
They're
DeLorean
out
Motor
they're out of
Company?
business.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've been out of business for a long time. So.
All right, so man, you started making these like different accounts, and when did I imagine you guys are making money off them now?
Yeah.
Like when did that all start happening?
I think we realized the potential. It started with the sports account for sure, because like we kind of like got the creator fund. And I was like, oh, it's like not much, but like that's kind of cool. Now I can like monetize, a little bit, and then like
Like TikTok's paying you
a little. Yeah,
I've never like dipped into that. I should
Really?
just do that.
it's like
Can you say how much your first monetized video got? Because I've seen people post and it's like 2 cents.
so it's in aggregate. So like
Okay.
my output is like ridiculous. So like we post, I guess I've been slacking a little bit, but like 2 to 4, usually 2 to 4 times a day.
Damn.
Like it's nuts. So I just like bank that like crazy on all accounts, and it's a lot easier. Like I said, when we go to like a car show, I can bank like 20 videos just from like one event. But yeah. So like for the first month, I don't remember. I think it was like $50 maybe. Something
Still.
like that. But I mean,
adds up.
I don't know if I can say this, but like to be honest, like my best month ever, just on the sports account alone, was like $2,400 from the creator fund.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's a nice month.
Yeah, it was a
Like,
great.
you add
month.
that on top of like having a job. Did you have a job at that point?
I did.
So you're getting your paycheck and an extra 2,400.
I was like, shit.
oh yeah,
Yeah, just one account. If you have like 5 of those, like
yeah.
that's
Damn.
when you're like, I'm gonna quit my job.
But yes, it's all based. So it's like, yeah, it's cents because it's like I don't know, 3-4 cents per 1,000 views. So like if you get a I don't know 15, 20 million views in a month, like that's all right.
No, it's really good.
Yeah.
Wait, so 3 cents for every 1,000, you get 1 million views. That is that $3,000 or is that 300?
What was the math again?
3 cents for every 1,000, and a million is 1,000 million, 1,000, right?
It'd be 30 cents for 10,000. $3 for
100,000.
right? Yeah, 100,000.
All right,
Why are we so bad at math on the pod?
It's not a math pod.
He's the math guy. I'm not the math guy.
Connor's sitting there like, guys, it's $300. Come
Yeah,
on.
seriously, I know. He's like laughing. At us.
Oh, but I mean, that's I got to get into that. Can you still use like popular sounds if you're in the creators account?
Yeah, there's no. I mean, I don't know if I believe the like conspiracy is like, oh, once you turn on the creator fund, they like hinder your video views. I've never had that. Like, if you put out good content, it's like it still does well. Like I said, I just from the Launchpad one a few days ago, the Mach 5 has 3 million views. It's like, so I don't know. I've
$600.
I hope so.
No, but that, yeah. All right, so I got to get into that because sometimes our shit pops up.
Yeah, that might be like a cool $100 when you get like a million.
I would love $100.
Yeah, right.
Buy a nice little.
There's like a follower minimum though, right?
They're at 10,000. Yeah.
I got 20.
There you go.
I got 18, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I did know it was 10,000.
I thought it was 100,000 for some reason.
No, that might be.
That's for the marketplace, I think.
Oh, okay.
And what does that do?
I think 100,000 is the marketplace. That's like, it's really shitty to be honest. No shade at TikTok, but that's like their little like internal platform on the app to like connect you with brands, but it's always like spam. It's terrible.
Oh yeah.
It's like this random ass company, and like you never click on it because it's like a sus link, and it's like, oh, they're probably gonna like hack. So it's like,
Yeah.
I think I got one legitimate one. I think it was from the Seahawks actually. Of
Interesting.
all, yeah, the Seahawks were like, oh, we want to like, can you do like a promotion about like the beast mode run when he like ran through like 7 Saints players,
Yeah, the Darren Sharper. No, was that's Greg Jennings. But yeah, I remember the run.
With Marshawn Lynch. So
Yeah.
I like did a little video with them, but yeah, they reached out through of all places through the TikTok.
The Seahawks did, and they paid you.
Yeah.
How much did they pay you? Can you continue to say?
That was like one of my. It was like $100. I think.
Still,
yeah,
that's nice.
It was cool. I think he was shocked because I was like, because I didn't know. There was like like my second promotion. Maybe the first one was with like Overtime, and like they were just coming out with their app at the time. And I was like, oh shit, I don't know, maybe like $100. He's like, only $100. Yeah. He's like,
Brands got mad money to shell out.
And I was like, shit, man, I said no more.
Oh yeah.
I mean, but if you've never done it before, you have no idea.
Exactly. They got so much money dude, it's the Seahawks, bro. They're paying some people fucking a ton of money. People for nothing. Yeah. Like my girlfriend works in influencer marketing, and her sister's kind of an influencer, and she's always like ask for more, and like they're not just gonna be like, oh, they asked for too much, we're done with you.
Yeah.
They'll just counter offer.
Yeah.
So you could always. Right. But $100, hey, and like whatever, I probably would have done the same exact thing.
Yeah, but you're totally right. If they like your stuff, it's like they're not gonna be like, oh, we don't want to work with you
anymore. Yeah, because like it's someone's job to find you,
which is crazy. That's weird.
Exactly.
Kind of stalkerish, honestly. If you think about it.
Find Adam Faris. Get him in contact with me.
Find this, rocket, whatever it is, to get your email. Yeah. Reach. Anyways.
So then, all right. So then that was like one of your first brand deals, and now like, do you have someone that reaches out to companies to help you bring brand deals in? So you reach. I wish we had another mic. Connor's behind the cameras.
I can speak for Connor. But
you can speak for him. I'll give you eye contact so that it's personal. But so you reach out to brands, and I guess you can translate you can read body language.
So yeah, Connor.
How do you do that? How do you reach out to brands?
Connor's like the email template master. I don't understand it.
Do you just know who to email at these companies?
Oh, so if we had a mic for Connor right now, he could probably go on like an hour rant about. Sometimes he probably reaches out to I'm looking at you, 10, 15 people at one company, and he finally gets an answer. Like Turo, we're talking with Turo right now for the automotive account. 15 people, 10 people, yeah.
Do you just guess emails based on like a LinkedIn email? It's like, I know their name is someone like this.
LinkedIn, right? Did you just reach out via LinkedIn?
You can do LinkedIn. You can hit up, just go through like the website. You can hit the little chat bot and be like, hey.
Oh, really? Yeah. So you're looking at under every stone.
Yeah.
I gotta start doing that.
There's always a door in.
It's once you get in, then you're golden.
Yeah. There's always a third door. You're right.
So the part of how many people are in your company? Dapper Life, is that what it's called?
Yeah, that's kind of like the holding company. Because we got, I guess I didn't clarify this. So we have, like I said, the sports one. That's kind of always my baby. But like we're really focused on the luxury space, automotive, luxury home. Well, I guess homes, even quirky homes in general. We got a private jet account. We've got yachts. We've got beverages, fashion, and all. There's like 4 or 5 other creators that do create content for those. And then there's me with the other couple.
How'd you find those content creators?
Word of mouth, and then also like people we think would be good personalities, I guess.
Yeah, do you meet them in person, or you just all through the internet and you're like, come on my?
No, for sure. Yeah, it's a lot of word of mouth. Like, oh, I know this person, and they went to this school. Like, you'll know them via this person. It's like, great. We'll go have like dinner or something or drinks, and we'll talk it through and be like, they might be like, oh yeah, I'll do like 5 videos a week or something like that.
Oh, dude, that's great.
Do you give them like a template? Because like you guys obviously know how to get views. Like you said, celebrities are like popular. Do you give them a template? Like be like, hey, your first few videos, you're gonna do this, and hope it catches on?
That's a great question. So like I feel like I have a constructed template in my head, and I have to like put that on paper because we just like, since we're still like, I'd say like decently small, we just meet up with them and I kind of explain them like, hey, here's like, put your face in this corner, hold the mic like this, have the transitions like this. There's 100% a formula. Have the hook within 3 seconds. You have to like, the hook is everything though. With green screen content, the hook is everything.
Oh yeah,
for sure. Like you have somebody that's like, oh, here's the news, blah blah. Not gonna get any views.
What happened to this guy?
Yeah. What happened exactly?
You start scrolling and then
or if you're like this. I did a video on my automotive account about this Volvo that had like the OG New York license plate, and it said New York. I think like super rare. You guys probably know better than I would. And he was
the
like,
plate, yeah.
Yeah, he was like selling it for like $22 million. But I had the hook as person selling this Volvo, like just basic ass Volvo for $22 million. People are like, what?
Why was it so valuable?
It wasn't. That's the thing. The license plate was valuable, but it was like you get the license plate for $22 million and you get the Volvo.
I guess that license plate would be valuable, but like,
I was confused by it. Yeah,
yeah.
But it was
you
like,
could just customize one, I'm sure.
That's what. Yeah, but it was like legit. I mean, obviously, I had tags. It was like legit and everything. I can't remember the whole backstory. But
someone who loves New York, Nigel Roxbury probably fucking bought that.
Yeah,
it's probably Nigel.
It's Nigel, but yeah,
he loves New York.
So, anyways, we've got like a few creators creating content on those accounts. We've got 2, almost 3 video editors. One's full time, 2 are part time, and so we got like 6 or 7.
Are they editing TikToks, or is that for different platforms?
That's for like YouTube long form.
Yeah.
And then like I said, we do like a bunch of work with like some other like Sports Illustrated and stuff. And sometimes like Kevin wants like, oh, we'll do like a super high quality one for the IG or something like that. So
yeah.
So yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw you one time. So I'm very familiar with the videos.
Yeah.
Oh, it was the Seahawks one, I think. It was like completely differently produced than your other ones. It wasn't like as green screen content. It was more like, I feel like you were like maybe in front of a mic or something.
Yes.
I didn't realize that was for them. Yeah. I thought you were just kind of like, leveling up.
Yeah, no, we've like, sometimes we'll get like, real creative with like that kind of
the quality upped with that one.
The higher quality for sure.
But like, I'm not dissing like your green screen ones because that's your bread and butter.
That's my bread. It works, right?
Yeah,
Why change if it works?
So do brands reach out for your sports account?
Yeah, actually more than any other account.
So like, because I feel like I watched them. How are they promoted in those videos?
Sometimes I'm like, I try to be really like sneaky with it. People love it. They're like, I get so many like, this is a dub ad because people don't even know it's like an ad. I'll be like, because you know how I talk about like just random ass sports stuff. So like, I might talk about what's a quick bit I could do? I could talk about like, was it OBJ that wanted like half his salary in Bitcoin?
Bitcoin, yeah.
And so I like talked about that, and I was like, hey, if you want like, to trade Bitcoin, I wasn't trading Bitcoin. It was like if you want to purchase like your first Bitcoin or something, use eToro. Just quick plug. Because what I've noticed, like brands always want it at the front. It's not gonna work. People like know it's an ad, they're gonna swipe through. But obviously TikTok prioritizes watch time, so it's like if you get them hooked and they stay till the end and they're like, oh shit, this was actually an ad, but I liked it. Great, they might watch it again. They might send it to a friend. It's so much more likely to be watched again, and TikTok prioritizes that the watch time. So. Yeah, I always plug it at the end, and brands are usually like, no, it's through the front. I'm like, trust me.
Yeah, dude, brands don't know shit. Like we had Manscaped, the buzzer company.
Yeah.
And like the video got like probably a couple 100,000 views. And we're this is great. And they're like, no, you didn't do hashtag ad in the caption. I'm like, why the fuck do you want me hashtagging ad in the caption?
Yeah.
Because then everyone knows it's an ad.
Yeah. And I think sometimes you do have to do that depending on the content where, I don't know, TikTok's
it's like a legal
sticky.
thing?
Yeah, TikTok's sticky about it though, because sometimes like, it seems like you have to like read the fine print. Sometimes it matters, and sometimes it seems like it doesn't matter. It's so confusing. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do like your advertisers like? If someone comes to you and they say you did well, like is that defined in like number of views? Is it like people who sign up using your code or?
Good question. Yeah, it kind of depends on the objective that was defined prior. So if it's like, hey, we just want to get like brand exposure, and it's like great. They'll be happy with like 20,000, 30,000, 100,000, whatever. They're like freaking jacked. But yeah, if it's like, click the link in the bio, or if it's like follow this account, like sometimes they just want to like boost their followers.
Yeah.
Like if it's like a sports, like it's easy to transfer those followers. Like, hey, this is a betting focused account. Follow that account for like more betting content. Then they get like 1,000 followers, like super happy. So it just really depends on like the defined objective prior to.
Oh yeah, I saw you did like an arbitrage betting video.
Yeah, that was an interesting one.
So was that for a company?
Yeah,
it definitely was, right?
Yeah.
So like, what arbitrage betting is basically like using the different platforms like promotions against each other.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not like a betting guy.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was interesting. I only took it. I mean, like one of the reasons why I took it was because I thought it was like it is a new. I like to learn ultimately, and so like although people like maybe view betting on social like platforms like right now is like kind of sus and kind of like NFTs, I guess. People just kind of like look down on them. I don't know why, but
a little unethical, I guess.
Yeah.
But like fuck it.
Yeah, and so. I had never heard of arbitrage betting. He does a lot of sports betting. Not a lot. I'm not going to try to make you sound like an addict or anything, but sorry. But it's very new to me. And so I was like, oh, this is like really interesting. And it was like, it seemed, because like there's a lot of betting companies that reach out and they're like not legit or it's like super sus. But this one was like legitimately like built by Stanford engineers.
Stanford's legit.
Yeah, they're like, it was like all mathematicians. I was like, okay, this is actually cool. Like this is actually like legitimate, it seems like. And so I like learned more about it. It's called Odds Jam. I don't know, subtle plug. But
shout out Odds Jam.
Shout out Odds Jam.
This podcast brought to you by Odds Jam.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it didn't like do super hot, but like people seemed to be interested, I guess, in the comments, and like the guy was super happy about it, so he wanted to do another one.
Did they pay you just to make the video, or did they pay you based on signups?
It was just to make the video.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you ever turn down brands?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. There was this. I mean, sometimes they're like, I think brand is a strong word.
Oh, okay.
Like there's like for the automotive account, there was this like, I was just talking about suspicious NFTs. There was like this NFT company, and it was, I kid you not. It was like they took images from like Google Images, and they like put them into Photoshop, and they put like, like maybe like a vintage filter on it. And they're like, oh, they're all in OpenSea. Like, can you help us with our project? It's failing. I'm like, guys, no. Why? Like what?
It's and they're like not legit.
Could there be an amount big enough that you'd be like, fuck it?
There's always a number. There's always a number, but I feel like
Jake Paul, I think, got in a ton of shit for that.
I remember that. Even Mark Cuban, the NFT Instagram. Did you hear about that?
No.
He was just like pumping. Connor knows it better. He was like pumping these like super terrible projects, rug pulls. I think most of them were, or a couple of them at least. So he came under a bunch of fire because he one of the companies that he's invested in, the many, owns NFT on Instagram.
I follow that.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And so like some of the companies that they were promoting or like talking about on the IG, like were literally rug pulls, you know, where it's
Yeah,
like,
well, the thing is like if they post that, people are gonna buy it.
Exactly.
It could be anything.
And what's a rug pull exactly?
It's basically like someone sets up this project with like no intention to take it anywhere.
Yeah.
It's just like, give me your money and I'm gone.
Yep.
Like I
Jesus.
think one guy set one up to donate to charity and he raised like $500,000 and he's like, charity of like my bank account, and just never heard from him again.
We should do that. Fuck it. One time, just one time.
Now they're getting like prosecuted for it.
Yeah, never mind.
so maybe we don't do that.
No. Connor, why are you doing the rug pull? Yeah. Damn.
But
all
it
right.
would happen like every day. There would be like 20 new rug pulls because people were just minting whatever and making a ton of money.
Yeah. It's crazy.
All right, so how did you go from like, all right, now you're making your company, you got all these different accounts, and now you're kind of connected with Gary Vaynerchuck?
Sort of. I think that's a little...
A little bit.
I feel like people they think that, but...
Because social media, like, you played in a celebrity basketball game with him.
Yes, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Yes.
How'd that get set up?
So we work with this company called Round 21. They're a Web3, they're a legit NFT company. She's awesome. Founder's Jasmine Maeda. And she kind of like bridges the gap between like sports and art. It's really cool. Round 21. And so they'll like partner with like a notable artist or like Sket One or like Marco Augian. There's a few others, but and they'll do like these like crazy artistic designs on like basketballs and like bags and like even like ping pong. They partner with some NBA teams on ping pong paddles. Super cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then like there's also digital kind of like reciprocal versions. So like you get a paddle, like a physical paddle, but then you get like maybe like an NFT or something.
Yeah.
And then it has some sort of utility. There's always utility. She wants to make sure that like, you know, there's utility to like everything.
So it's not just a digital asset, like it comes with something else?
Yeah, you might be like, oh, if I have like, you know, 4 of these like NBA paddles, like maybe we could go to an NBA game or something like that.
Yeah,
and you have the
yeah,
NFTs.
yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
oh, we'll go to like a Grizzlies game or something.
Or yeah, like he knows more about NFTs than me, but it's like if you have like an NFT, like say you have like an Iman Shumpert NFT or some shit. I don't fucking know. But you like get to hang out with him or some shit.
Exactly.
Do you guys believe in NFTs?
I think there's something as long as there's utility.
I believe
If it's
in
just-
the technology.
For sure. I think that there's going to be like a massive just decline at some point.
There's got to be.
There has to be. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
I think
mean,
Gary Vee said that. He's like
did.
90% of these are just going to zero.
100%.
Really?
Yeah.
Because like there will be a few that survive, but who wants like all these fucking just pictures?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. Yeah.
It's like a gorilla smoking a joint. And I'm like,
Oh, those are
800K.
And there's like
Those are good
200, there's like 200 of those too. It's like, yeah, and then one's like rainbow, one's like cheetah, and then it's like what? So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Gary Vee just started one. I think it launched a few months ago called Flyfish Club, and it's like a restaurant, and you can only eat at the restaurant if you have the NFT.
So that makes sense to me. It's like you're paying for an exclusive right
It's
to
like-
do some activity.
Like the NFT is like a Soho House membership.
Oh.
So like, and if I don't live
Wow.
the restaurant's in New York, so if I don't live here, I can like lease it out to someone in New York.
See,
Be like, hey,
I
give
see
me like
value in that.
$500, you can have it for like 3 months.
That makes a lot of sense to me. But buying like a CryptoPunk, if that doesn't come with something, I don't get it.
Doesn't
my
come with
money
anything.
You know what I'm saying?
I want my money back.
Yeah, for real.
By $1 million.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of people think that like in some instances, it's a lot of like money laundering basically. Like you're just putting your money somewhere and then you're selling it and blah, 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 blah.
I think like a few projects will be looked at as like high-end art, like
Yes.
maybe CryptoPunks. Like what makes like a Picasso so expensive?
Or the Bored Ape Yacht Club.
Yeah,
Those are
Bored
like
Ape
crazy.
Yacht Club.
Yeah, that's kind of the one I was referring to, the
Yeah.
gorilla smoking a joint.
Yeah,
Even though
yeah.
I've never seen it smoking. Maybe I've seen one smoking a joint. I don't fucking know.
I'm sure there's one.
Yeah. It's got to be at least one
Out
high
of all
gorilla.
10,000, probably.
Yeah.
But I guess those make sense to me a little bit because they're like some of the original. When you think of NFTs, like that's kind of the ones you think of and shit.
Yeah.
I guess it makes sense.
Yeah.
There's a meme going around where it's like a guy at a computer and he's like, fuck, I picked the wrong animal. Got to work for the rest of my life.
yeah. That's awesome.
If you picked the ape, you'd be retired.
So
stupid.
But yeah, I got kind of on a tangent. Sorry.
no, dude, you're good. You're good. That tangents are good, honestly. Like, I'd
love
cut this up if something's boring. I'd take it out. Whatever.
There you go.
So like, what's your long term goals? Do you have any?
Jeez. Yeah, we want to build this media company. Like, I feel like I don't want to say like we want to be the next Barstool. I feel like that's too washed out. But like we just want to like, I don't know, be like we started all these like luxury accounts with just the green screen, but we're like slowly transitioning into like in-person stuff. And then I feel like there's like a next level up from that. I don't know what that is yet. We're kind of like building the ship as we go, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, we see like a ton of value. Like we're getting a Snap show. We're doing all the YouTubes are growing. Like we literally have, it's kind of like a cycle for each account. So like for the automotive TikTok, we also have an Instagram. We also have a newsletter. We also have a YouTube. We also have, what else am I missing? We just have a bunch of different things. And so like, for example, like we have an Instagram photo, or we have a TikTok. Great. We'll like make a TikTok based off of the newsletter. We'll talk about like somebody's collection in newsletter. I'll reference the newsletter as the green screen. And then maybe we'll, I don't know, put that on Instagram, and then we'll also like shout out to YouTube. And so we just like it's like cyclical kind of. We just like put it like in like it's just like a machine, I guess. So we're always like promoting everything in like that cycle.
Yeah.
And so it kind of like grows as like a unit, and that's for every account.
Did you like think to do that naturally, or did you guys have like a really sit down and strategize? Like, here's what we got to promote. You know, it's like it all like feeds off each other.
Yeah, I feel like it kind of just happened.
It's very logical.
Yeah, because like I started like for the automotive account, I started like sourcing articles, and like I'd always like, you know, like mention them like, oh, this article, blah, blah, blah. Here's like, you know, George Clooney's like car collection or something. I was like, wait a second, we can like do this ourselves. Like there's so many different resources, like whether it's like photos taken, like, oh, because there's paparazzi everywhere. Oh, so we just like find photos and be like, all right, this is like most likely his car collection. We put it into our own newsletter. And then like at the bottom of the newsletter, we have like, okay, if you want to check out like our YouTube, we just went to like the New York Auto Show. And so there's like we just like try to have this string of content, and it's always like to the next platform. And hopefully we can like garner a follow on each one from like one person.
No, that makes a shit ton of sense.
Are you posting like the same content on every platform, or are you posting like long form on YouTube? And
we're getting more into that, yeah.
Okay.
So like we started with shorts that like grew the YouTube like crazy, and then we'll do like one 3-minute long video of like me with like a vlog camera at the auto show.
Yeah, no, that's like kind of my strategy in a way. Like I'm trying to build it through TikTok. Like we get like that's where we get all our likes, but then like I still put on like an hour episode on YouTube.
Yeah.
It gets a thousandth of the views, but like. You got to build somewhere. Yeah. And you still got to put the content in other places if you want to build it.
100%. Yeah. I mean, it took months to gain any traction on the automotive Instagram. And we just like focused on reposting those TikToks. And because like I said, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but like all these platforms are so focused on short form. You can grow an audience like crazy.
Oh yeah.
So like the first, 15 to 20 TikToks that we reposted on the Instagram were like dog shit. Like it was terrible. And then after like a month, it like started getting 1,000 views. And then after a month, it got like 5,000. And now we've gotten like a couple of videos that on Instagram Reels, they've gotten 3 million, 2 million, 1.5. And like we're almost at, I don't know where we're at now, but we're like almost at 7,000 followers, which I never, like when I first got my Instagram, it was just for personal use, you know? And I was like, all right, this is like impossible to like, I always just use it for personal use. Like it's impossible, I feel like, to grow.
If you meet a new friend, you get a new follower.
Yeah, because the algorithm was so not in your favor after like 2013, 14 or whatever. You can just like be on the explore page and get followers. Now they're like every one of your TikToks, once you like hit a certain threshold, I don't know what that threshold is. Like I got people at the gym that I go to, like, I see you on Instagram all the time. I'm
sure.
Like, that's weird, but hell yeah. Keep watching my stuff, you know? So like, I don't know. It's just, but long story short, it's like bizarre how focused every platform is, even Facebook, like on short form.
Old people are now watching short stuff.
Seriously, I saw a dude that was like 70 and he was watching TikToks. I'm like, wow. The world's come full circle now.
Have you? Okay, I have a few questions about this, but what was the first time you were recognized by someone in public?
Oh my God. So I went to a University of Oregon football game. And I was with, we were kind of like walking through, actually it was a farmer's market. It wasn't even like a tailgate section. We were getting some food pre-game, probably about 15 minutes away from campus. And then we're walking through this Saturday market kind of a thing. And I was with my girlfriend and my girlfriend's family. And this kid, probably, I don't know, 15 or 16, runs up. He goes, can I get a photo with you? And I was like, I thought she was pranking. I thought my girlfriend pranked because we talked about this like prior, like a couple days prior. Like, oh, I wonder if anybody's like ever recognized you or whatever. And it's just this kid runs up. He takes a selfie. And he's like, you're the guy I love your videos. Like, Adam, like, can I get a selfie? I feel like I was so awkward. I probably didn't even smile. I was just like, yeah. Like, what? I was just like so shocked and dazed and confused.
You got to get that pic.
Yeah. I know. I have no idea. Yeah, shout out the kid. I don't know where he's at. But
I bet he tagged you, no?
I don't know. Or maybe he shared it with his friends. But
private collection. That's not on there.
Gary V bought the NFT of Adam's first picture.
Yeah. But, yeah. And then, like, honestly, I feel like it was weird because it was kind of like a catalyst. I, like, started to, like, notice other things. Like, people would, like, some, like, kids or, like, you know, dudes my age or even like slightly older would like kind of stare. And I was like, okay, this is weird. Like, what do I look weird? Like, what's going on here? And then like after like many times, they come and be like, hey, like I know your like videos. Like this probably happened 7, 8, almost maybe 10 times at my gym, and it's like bizarre. And then even like the car community. If I go to like car events, sometimes people are like, I recognize like your voice or something. I'm like, all right.
Definitely a very recognizable voice.
You know how many times I've actually been told that? It's crazy.
Yeah. Like if I had my eyes closed and TikTok was going, I don't know why that would be the case. I'd be like, oh, that's Adam. That's Adam.
It's like we went
and the jingle that you got the jingle that you always put in the background, right? Though you kind of have a song.
Oh yeah, it's the
that's very recognizable too.
What's the Blue Bloods like song?
It's like,
or something
it's like
a goofy song.
I know it.
I just keep it lighthearted. It's like
it works.
Goofy.
It works. Yeah,
It was so funny. Somebody was like, "Can you like choose a different song?" I was like, "I don't know. It's kind of like my staple."
It works. Yeah. Like you know it's you the moment you
exactly.
It pops up.
Exactly. So
do you think TikTok pushes your content like in your area more than
100%
around the country?
No question.
100%.
Literally a week ago. So we've been like coast to coast. Like it's crazy. We were in LA like literally a week ago, and I started getting like all these like basic LA videos. Like, oh, I go to this place, go to this place. The second we landed here, I got like more of Nigel's videos, even though we followed.
Oh yeah,
like
he
more.
kills New York, dude.
He kills it. And then I got like top 5 pizza places in Manhattan. I'm like, what the fuck? Like
it
knows.
It
totally
definitely
Do you
knows.
like try to curate content for that? Like, hey, I'm going to post this when I'm like here, or like I'm going to make videos about like New York when I'm in New York, or you just post.
That's a good. No, I usually.
It's a good strategy. It fucking works.
Yeah, I feel like I should try that. But no, I like. I just kind of like post if I like. I don't know. I feel like I post if I'm the audience, like if I'm watching me, like what would I want to see, kind of thing. Yeah. Like almost like an out of body kind of thing. It's like, this is kind of like a cool, fun thing to talk about. And then I just like, to be honest, like everything's like super spontaneous. I just like whatever comes to mind, I can like talk.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, do you script your videos?
Not a single one. You know how many people have asked that? It's crazy.
Because it's definitely very organized, but it seems very natural too.
I just love storytelling. I don't know. I've always loved storytelling.
So you kind of just read it, like you get all the info you need, and then it's in your brain, and you're like, I can just get this out.
I don't know. Sometimes I'll like look at a photo or like look at a topic or something. I'm just like, all right, here's like a rough narrative, and I'll just like fly through. Like here's like kind of as I mentioned, like this all like happens in real time, but it's like here's the 3-second intro that's gonna like hook people. Here's like one key point about like the photo or something, then like that key point falls by like something funny or something interesting or something like crazy that's kind of like based off where the hook is from. So I keep that audience retained for that long, and then the ending might just be like, I don't know, me being like wacky. I don't know.
Yeah,
but all that within like 15 or 30 seconds or so. But
yeah, I mean, it definitely works, and I feel like your content is very like nationwide. Because it's pretty general sports. It could be about anything. Like I saw you before, like my brother was like, my brother works for Sports Illustrated for people listening, but he was like, oh, I just hired like this guy. And I was like, oh, I see this dude's video all the fucking time.
See, that's crazy because like, I feel like once you like kind of start like I've had zero following on any platform prior to TikTok, like pretty much zero. It was all just for personal use. Yeah. And so it's just like so cool because like, yeah, we went to this, like, we got invited to this, like, cool, like, yacht thing. It sounds super bougie, but in LA, and, like, met a bunch of other, like, cool creators. And they're like, I know it's, like, weird that, like, other creators say this, but, like, I, like, know your like, I know you. Like, I love your videos. I'm like, I never thought life would come to that. Like, that's freaking weird to me. Like, sometimes I'm like, thanks, but I'd, like, probably say it with, like, a question. I'm like, this is bizarre, but thank you.
Did you want your life, like, growing up, did you want your life to come to something like that? Where you could build something where people would recognize you?
I don't think I ever thought about it. I never thought about it. I didn't even cross my mind. I was like, I love sports. I just want to talk. Like, I love sports.
Did you ever make videos as like a kid?
Yeah.
You did?
I did. Maybe we could try to find like literally an old ass like video camera and like, but literally we'd like set it up and we'd like do like dunks on like a small hoop.
Yeah.
You know? Like something like that. Yeah.
No, yeah. That kind of goes into like what you do, kind of.
Yeah. Like, actually, I try to like build I used to be like a big time like longboarder. Like,
oh wow!
I used to like longboard because like there's a bunch of like hills in Portland and stuff, and that was like kind of like the big thing back when I was in middle school and like early high school. And yeah, we'd like do these like fun edits, like we could put like cool music behind it. We go to like these cool like hills and like cool back views and stuff, and like shred down these hills, because like yeah, when it's summer, like obviously you can kind of ski year round at Hood, but sometimes it's tricky. But we were big time like skiers and snowboarders, and so like that kind of just translated into longboarding.
They're the Rocket Power kids.
Yeah.
Wow. So you kind of did always have like this like spirit in you where like you're making videos and stuff.
Yeah, I always like, I guess foundationally I was just always like really creative. I was just like wanted.
Yeah.
I always had to have like an outlet. I used to like write a little bit. Seriously, I used to like write. I used to kind God, what else? I don't know. I feel like Connor and I did like a bunch of shit too. We just like
Did you guys grow
How
up
long have you guys
together?
known each other?
Sophomore year of college, right? You were a junior. Because you're a year older than me, yeah. So.
Oh wow! So how did you guys meet?
Working on projects. Was it the Duck Ventures thing?
Yeah, my roommate and him were working on stuff.
Yeah. So I started this group. It's called Duck Ventures, and it like I was so interested in like private like angel investing, basically venture capital.
Were you like a finance major?
No, that was him. Yeah, I was like marketing, but I was like again like I just love learning stuff. I was like, oh, I like have no idea about venture capital because I was so intrigued about startups, and I was like, all right, if I had like an idea, like how would I get funded, right? So like kind of start with that base level like question, and I was like, I just kind of kept going down the rabbit hole, and like at like university, you're like, okay, there's got to be like a class or like a professor. Pretty much nothing, like no classes. There was like a couple of professors like dabbled in angel investing, and I was like, why don't we like start a group? I'm sure there's other kid. This is our freshman,
Especially
my freshman
Oregon,
year.
it's got a great alumni system.
Yeah. So like I was like, how's nothing like this? So we like I started reaching out to like a bunch of like investors I would like look up online, like mostly in the Bay Area, obviously because there's a lot of investing.
Yeah, it's where they all are.
Yeah, a lot
One
of
of the best
VCs.
ones.
Yeah, and yeah, just kind of a few like kind of took a chance, I guess, and we kind of became like we did like startup screenings. So we'd be like, all right, this is a great company because of XYZ. Again, I don't know how much they use like the diligence that we did to actually like make a decision, but nonetheless, it was a great experience, super fun, and some of the guys and people that I connected with in the space, like still close with.
Got the ball rolling.
Yeah.
That's what it's so much of it is. It's just like little things, like decisions you make can lead to something different, and then that brings you where you are. That's why you always gotta be trying shit.
Yeah, and be open to meeting people, like just like
100%.
You know what I mean? Like last night, the 1:37 p.m. event, we just like met like a bunch of skateboarders. Like I longboarded, but like there's a whole different skateboarding scene. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, for
and
sure.
so like it's like so interesting to like learn about like all these people and stuff.
And did you meet any like very notable ones?
Actually, the whole reason why they were doing like this event was it's Pedro Eats Everything. Is
Never
like,
heard of him.
Yeah, I didn't either. But they like he's trying to become like the next like Action Bronson. Like fuck, that's delicious. Remember?
Yeah.
I love Action Bronson.
Yeah, he's the man.
He's awesome.
He's like one of my like dream guests.
Dude, he's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
He's so good.
He is good.
And so they're kind of like doing a sort of rendition on that. He's a skateboarder in New York. And yeah, he like skateboards around and like tries cool eats and stuff.
Does he eat like cool food or does he eat like large amounts of food?
Cool food. Yeah,
Cool
super
food?
diverse. Yeah. And they had their like, it was like a 10-minute trailer, I believe, of like the whole like docuseries that's going to happen.
So you're just getting like invited to these events now, and like what do they kind of want you to just post when you're there, or
Sometimes it's just to, like hang out and like meet new people, honestly. Like
That's sick.
Yeah, the 1:37 p.m. guys, like they're awesome. They're so chill and they're all so nice and guys.
Can you
and girls.
explain what 137 is?
It's like a media company, basically. That's kind of what I garnered.
it's a publication? Like they write articles, right?
Yeah, they do. You're totally right. Yeah. And so like kind of like what I was just telling you about the machine, like with ours, I guess that's kind of like what they do too also is
Do they like bring on creators or?
yeah, they have like creator residents, I believe. And so there's like a bunch of people with like big followings of their own, but then they're also like building accounts in TikTok, and then they're writing articles, and they just like spit out a bunch of content. And, like they do these like cool docuseries, and they'll put on like events like the Diamond Hoops thing. I guess we never touched on that, but yeah.
What was the Diamond Hoops thing?
That was the basketball thing with Gary V. And
The celebrity game?
yeah, that was cool.
I like my dream in life, like I've always said this, is to be in the NBA Celebrity All-Star Game.
Dude.
Like that's the level of fame I want.
That's
where someone would have to
awesome.
be like Google like who's that guy in this thing.
Yes.
I just want to get in that game.
Yes, that's definitely.
Can Gary V ball?
Yeah, he can actually hoop.
Gary V's a good
being,
basketball
like,
player?
52. Yeah, I mean, he had a couple rough shots. I'm gonna be honest, my shooting game wasn't too good that game, but I think I assisted Gary like once or twice maybe. But also, you know what's really interesting? Maybe other people would disagree, but after like meeting him in person, like talking to him a little bit off camera, he's like super chill, like super low key. He's not like always like, you gotta buy this NFT. You know, and he's like actually super nice.
I bet he is.
Yeah, he's super nice, and not that he like seems mean on it, but he seems like really intense, you know. And he still has high energy. Don't get me wrong, but he's not the like intense like, oh, you gotta buy blah blah. How are you not like doing this? Do this. Spit out 50 pieces of content a day.
Yeah.
Like he's like, oh, like let's play basketball. You know, let's play basketball. Like, you know, here's my jump shot. Blah blah. Like pass me the ball. Like he's a nice guy.
I would bet he is. Yeah, because like you can't like. I mean, I feel like I'm very like what you see on camera kind of is what I am, but I'm also like not very high energy. I'm just kind of like chilling.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like I'm crazy high energy, but like I also feel like I'm just super chill. But like I don't even like it's just my personality, you know. It's
You're
like
kind of what I expected.
Really?
Not, you know,
Yeah,
not,
no,
that I had like
that's
some, not that I was sitting there like, what's Adam like? But like you know, through your videos, you can definitely get your vibe really well. Does Gary V talk a lot of shit during basketball or no?
Oh, he was chirping a little bit for sure.
Yeah,
I can
for
see
sure.
that.
You got to.
It was fun. It was a lot
It's
of fun.
incredible, like how correct he's been just like throughout history.
Seriously.
He was like a big believer that like social media was going to be the future.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Then like baseball cards. I don't know if it's like he can just push things, NFTs or.
He's wrong about
I'm
Uber.
sure it's a combination. Yeah.
Uber is like the one thing he says he was wrong about. Like he had an
What did he say
opportunity.
about that?
He had an opportunity to invest like some money, and it would have turned into like a fuck ton.
Yeah.
But he turned it down.
Invested in Coinbase though.
Coinbase.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean Gary Vee is murdering it.
Dude, yeah.
He's a Jersey guy. He's from New Jersey.
How much is he worth? Do we know how much he's worth?
I don't know.
Gary Vee net worth.
Probably a lot.
Apparently, Lance
couple hundred
Armstrong is like only rich because of Uber.
Wow.
Yeah, because he lost all his money through like what legal fees and
Yeah, paying back the post office.
and then he had a shit ton in Uber, but it's like it's less than people think. But he's still rich.
He
He's definitely
gave some guy like $100,000 who was starting a venture capital fund, and the guy put the majority of it in Uber, and he turned like $100,000 into like hundreds of millions.
Yeah,
Jeez.
Gary Vee's worth 160 million. Estimated
that's
to.
accurate?
It's never perfectly accurate.
How
They
much
can't
is
know.
VaynerMedia worth?
I would say it's probably worth a shit ton.
So
But,
doesn't he own the whole thing? Or
dude,
most of it?
I'm sure he owns it. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I bet he has like investors and shit. But yeah, he definitely.
I think he's doing.
He's
all right.
sitting. He's chilling.
He's doing good.
Dude, the Olsen Twins are each worth 5 times as much as Taylor Swift. How the fuck is... I was Googling it the other day. They're worth combined 500 mil. Taylor Swift's worth 90 mil, I think.
But isn't that because she got screwed early on?
Who?
Taylor Swift. Didn't she
Scooter
have like a whole...
Braun shit.
Yeah, remember that?
Well, she's still like murdering it. But yeah,
Oh,
she
for
probably
sure.
did get screwed. But it's just more of a testament to like the Olsen Twins. What have they done in the last 15 years?
Married a rich guy and got divorced.
No, their
I
money.
think one of them was married to a billionaire.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's like
I
a
don't think that's
lopsided.
built in. They made a shit ton of money.
As
I don't
kids,
wanna-
I think like their businesses just like sprouted out to like, but damn, the Olsen twins and the little Olsen sisters, the more famous now. She's in
I
Marvel.
don't even know who that is.
I don't even know who that is either.
Elizabeth Olsen, she's in Avengers. She's in WandaVision. You know what
No
WandaVision
idea.
is?
No.
Wow.
Nothing.
Adam doesn't know. What? She's like one of the Avengers. She's an Avenger.
I'm gonna be honest. I like haven't seen any Avengers movie. It's
Damn.
embarrassing. Yeah.
You would have struck me as an Avenger guy.
You really?
Yeah. You would have struck me as a major. Like,
I get made fun of so much because I watch like literally no movies. It's like, have you seen Shawshank Redemption? I'm like, shit, no, I haven't seen Shawshank.
I'm the same exact
Wow.
way. I'm horrible.
so what do you spend your time doing?
Making way too much content.
That's good, dude. It's working. Fuck.
But I have so much fun. Like, I don't feel like I'm working a day. Like, it's so freaking fun.
How long does it take you to make like one of those sports videos? The one like, what happened to Frank Thomas?
It depends. It really depends. But like if it's a more recent player that I have more knowledge on, maybe like with research, maybe like half an hour. Maybe.
Yeah. Just like getting the pictures, send them to your phone.
Yeah. But like, and then sometimes I gotta make edits if like things like are wrong or like, you know, I don't know, I like mispronounce something and I like see it after the fact. Because like people roast the hell out of you for mispronouncing shit
Yeah.
on TikTok. It's crazy. They're brutal. But yeah, if it's like somebody like old, like embarrassingly, I kind of knew who Peter Warwick is, but I didn't know before.
The football
somebody,
player, the wide receiver?
Florida State.
Yeah, he got arrested in college.
Yeah, and he was like the 6th overall pick, and like was kind of a bust, you know, in the NFL, and doing great things now. Like he's like foundation, he's like a CEO of the foundation, or whatever, and like doing good work now. But yeah, like no idea who it was. I was like, fuck, I gotta do like a bunch of research because I don't know who this guy was, but like everybody was asking for it. So yeah,
Yeah. No. So I used to do. I work in sports media too.
yeah.
So I used to do like these what happened to, but articles.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, what happened to Antoine Walker?
Yeah.
And I was building like a list based on like I had like a tool that I could search like what people were searching for, and I would see a lot of yours would line up with mine. I'm like, we're thinking the same people.
Hell yeah.
Like what happened to like I don't know, but a lot of them just literally like matched up.
Yeah, I honestly like it started with like just I gotta think of people, but now it's 95%. Like I'll just go through like messages and people are like, oh,
That's so easy when the work just gets like they
Yeah,
do
take a
the
look at
work
this
for
guy
you.
and then
The
you
hardest
just do
thing is
some
getting
research.
ideas.
yeah, oh for sure, yeah, and yeah, geez, the idea part is like so, especially with like 8 different accounts, you know, it's like,
Oh yeah.
whew.
Have you started any accounts that didn't work out and you guys just stopped?
I'm trying to think.
No, everything he touches is gold, bro.
I mean, look, we like maybe there's been like a couple accounts that like took a little bit longer. Like surprisingly, the home one took a little bit longer than I thought to reach like 10,000, and then it like really accelerated. I don't know. I mean, other creators like they kill it. Like they kill it, and like it takes a little bit slower to like grow those, I think, because I don't know if this is true, but I heard around the grapevine that TikTok can recognize your voice and facial features, which is creepy but crazy.
Like yours, if you post a video,
Anybody.
or like me watching.
Like if you're like doing a video, so that it can like identify like, oh, this is like, I don't know if that like identify me specifically, but they'll be like, oh, this voice sound, this like facial, like this is somebody that's been like had other viral videos. We're gonna push it or something. I don't know.
This is gonna get pushed.
Oh yeah, 100%. The whole video is gonna be your voice on your face.
But I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I can't confirm that. But like I'll do like there's been other accounts that like I've like made a couple videos for like sports accounts. Like maybe it's like a prediction or like a betting company or something. And they have 0 following. Like, oh, we just want to start our account. Can you like make a couple videos? I'm like, sure. And it'll take maybe like a few videos, but by like the 6th or 7th one, 150,000 views, like with like 0 followers. Like
wow.
Or maybe like 30.
I kind of believe that because I've seen so many videos on TikToks where it's like some random person would like meet a TikToker and they would do a dance like in the middle of the road and it would get pushed to everybody.
Yeah.
And you'd click their profile and be like, this person has 200 followers. Like, how does it have millions of views?
And if you think about like, if you look at some like big TikTokers too, they have like their like, talk about Charlie D'Amelio. Like obviously that's that's kind of a given, but she had like a spam account and of course it blew up. But like
user 8987.
Exactly. And there's like a ton of like big TikTokers that also have those like secondary like spam accounts and they'll like take
Why
off.
do they do that? Why do you think?
Just to fuck around.
More opportunity? Like
I think it's just to fuck around. Like I have a second account. I never use it. I have like 3,000 followers or something, but it's like,
what do you post on there?
Oh, I like messing with my girlfriend or something like that.
Oh,
like,
nice. That's a smart thing to have.
Yeah. I'll
is
just be
good.
like, oh, like, yeah, scare my girlfriend or something. I would just like, I don't know, like, just like mess around and have fun. You know?
Just not like your structured content.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I don't want to delineate like the focus of my niche because it's like, then people be like, oh, this is weird. I'm going to follow him. You know?
100%. Everyone's there for your takes on sports.
That's one of the biggest things, actually, I want to touch on that really quickly is that there is so, and like if you're like a big like celeb like, Charlie D'Amelio or like, what's the guy's name again that's dating the other D'Amelio? I forget his name is. He's like Noah Beck. Thank you.
Why do you know that, Bill?
That's my boy. Dude, we went to high school together.
He actually went to the University of Portland for a little bit. Fun fact.
Oh, wow.
He was going to play soccer, but I don't know how I just knew that. But
Shout out Noah Beck.
Yeah.
TikTok, man.
Yeah. I think I did see a TikTok about it actually. What was I saying?
You were talking about Noah Beck. No,
Your followers are all like sports related.
Oh yeah, super important. So like, there like even like I'm not gonna name any names, but there's like some big media companies that have reached out and be like, hey, how do you like have such consistent views? Because like, I don't know why this happens, but I feel like I'm very fortunate that this is the case. That like most of my videos get like over 10,000 views. Mm-hmm. And we post so much, it's like I'm just surprised that happens. And there's like some massive media companies in like I don't know, there's not any specific sector, but like they're like, oh, we have like one video that like takes off and like we're verified and blah blah, and then they're like other videos like get like 1,000 views. Like how do you do that? I'm like, well, because you have to focus your content. It's like everybody goes to my page and know exactly what they're gonna expect. If you go to like whatever big media company and it's like there's a video of somebody getting a hot dog and then there's a video of like you making like a super fancy meal. It's like, wait a second, that's two very different communities you're reaching. It's like
100%.
Maybe you want to get the professional eaters with the hot dog and you're horking that down really fast, but then you want like the fancy fine dining people. It's like that's not going to work on TikTok. You got to focus.
That's two different channels. Yeah.
Yeah, it only works like for a very small amount of like major brands or like major influencers. They can like post anything, like literally anything. But for the most part, like you got to have like, even if you're like have a couple million followers and you're verified, you got to like have a focused, content niche and own that and double down on that. And some of the brands like that reach out and we like work with, it's like, that's exactly your problem. Like you can't do betting, you can't do stories, you can't do like, 20 different things. You got to focus on one thing and do it really well. I know it's like trite, advice, but yeah, I don't know. No,
that is definitely how you build. Like with this, there's no singular focus to the podcast, which kind of makes it tough. But we did have like hypotheticals that would always do well. So we always tried to do those. But then I was like, I don't want to force them because like I can only think of so many. Yeah. But like, actually, I got one for you.
Yeah.
You can obviously chime in.
Well, and really quick, but even like your podcast structure, It's all consistent, right?
It is all consistent. Yeah,
like,
yeah,
doesn't
exactly.
matter about the questions.
Like,
but,
I'm always there.
You're always there. Yeah. Like, whether it's like one or two different hosts, that's fine. But for the most part, you have like the same setup. But if you were to go like walk out in New York and be like, I'm going to review this pizza
100%.
place, like Nigel, people be like, what the fuck? Like, what is this? I didn't come to Steve to watch this, you know?
I think that's
I
why like
agree.
all these creators do create like second channels.
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh, this is more of like I can just do whatever on it.
That's
and
true.
I don't care. And then this is
Like
just
Charlie's
like,
not dancing on, although she might be dancing on her fake accounts. But
Yeah.
like, also, did she kind of fall off? Not fall off. Like she's killing it, probably making mad money. But
They
I
had
feel like
like
she's
that
way
Netflix
less.
show, right?
I think she's less focused on TikTok because she has so much other shit. It's like, oh, she's got a
Yeah.
Netflix show.
She's probably
got
building like a makeup
freaking
brand or
an
some
empire.
shit.
Yeah.
I feel like a few top tier TikTokers just became like almost A-list celebrities.
Also,
Oh yeah,
really
Addison
Like
Rae.
they're at like red carpet events and like all this shit.
one of the low-key smartest business-minded TikTokers that maybe you'd never think of, Josh Richardson, is actually like a fucking genius.
Is that the Barstool kid?
Yeah, well, but he
he
wasn't
does
even the Barstool
BFFs,
kid.
yeah.
He started as like one of those dancing like hype house fools, you know? It's
Cringe
like,
as shit,
now
but like
he's
good for you, man.
Dude,
But-
yeah, now he like invests in startups. He like owns real estate. He's like, I'm like,
They're trying to recreate the woolly mammoth.
This kid
What's
gets
that?
it. Yeah.
Literally the woolly mammoth, like the Ice Age animal.
Oh, they're trying to make it like.
They're trying to
I
make
feel like
one.
that's been happening for some time. They got like a little bit of DNA, and they're trying to.
I have no idea how it works, but he invested in it.
I hope they don't like put it in a zoo. You know what I mean? Recreate something, just like fucking imprison
Be
it.
free.
Yeah, yeah. But like, what would it do? Damn.
Yeah, he's killing it. And he was working with that guy, Michael Gruen.
I know who that
Who
guy
is-
is.
I don't know who that is.
Apparently, he just does everything. He
He's
knows
like the Connor of the
everybody.
TikTokers.
Oh.
He like does all their businesses. He gets them in private equity deals and stuff.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's murdering. Yeah, he's like a 22-year-old kid who bangs MILFs.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says like Sequoia is calling me all the time, which is like a huge like venture
Oh
capital
yeah.
firm.
It's like A16Z. Like
Yeah.
A16Z calls you. You're gonna pick up.
Oh yeah. Damn.
He's like, we
I gotta get
partner and
deals, bro.
stuff.
Yeah.
Talk to Gruen. He's a New York guy.
That's
so-
crazy.
Yeah, he is a New York guy. All right, so I got a hypothetical for you.
Yes. Yes.
Would you rather be Klay Thompson or Dustin Johnson?
When is like current Klay Thompson?
Birth to life.
Klay Thompson.
Klay
To
Thompson.
be super frank, I don't even like. Yeah, Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson is peak because I feel like he's like obviously he's solid still, but like post injury like took a little bit of time to get back.
Yeah,
but
for
Klay
sure.
Thompson, dude. Yeah.
I guess
one
it's
of, one
down to
of
whether
two
you run
Splash
team
Bros.
sport. Yeah, that's true.
One of two Splash Bros. You're like I'm a splash. You
but
walk
the
in,
second one, still the man.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Money is probably like similar-ish. Dustin Johnson may have a little bit more.
Yeah.
He's got Paulina Gretzky. Like his kid is going to be
point.
the grandson or granddaughter of Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah.
I would choose Klay Thompson as well.
You know, that's a good point though. I didn't think about the significant other. Yeah.
yeah.
Dustin
Well,
Johnson.
Clay's single or like not married,
Yeah.
so he can kind of do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Paulina Gretzky
Is
obviously
Dustin
top
Johnson
notch.
married?
Technically not married.
I think they just have kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
think
they're
you're
like,
That guy has had some demons in his life.
why?
Just like remember when like there was that whole issue and it's like Wayne Gretzky pushed him down the stairs and he like broke his leg.
I
and
think
was, like,
someone else
fucked
pushed him
Okay.
down the stairs. There's a rumor that
fucked
he
up
was
on, like,
banging someone else's
painkillers.
wife.
Yeah.
I feel like he had like some troubling years.
But
yeah,
also,
I wouldn't be surprised.
to further clarify the Klay Thompson point, I am dog shit at golf, and I feel like I got like a decent like jumper. So you know.
Yeah. No, I would choose Klay Thompson too because I like basketball better.
Yeah, me
and
too,
I
me
like
too.
the whole team sport aspect. Being like an individual sport can kind of fuck with your head. Like,
Yeah.
like a tennis player, like just like you and your parents traveling the country, fucking playing tennis, mad pressure.
But if
Yeah.
you're Dustin Johnson, you're number one in the world.
I was gonna say once
It-
you get
it
to a
worked
certain
out.
point,
At
when-
one
once you get to a
point.
certain point, but I feel like it's kind of lonely. Like it's really lonely. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a big like I said golf guy. Like I don't know. Like, you're more golf guy than I am. Like I feel like it's kind of lonely.
Yeah, you could be boys with other golfers, but you're still going against
That's a
them.
good point. That's a good point. Yeah, you play a lot with other people.
But
You're right,
you
you're
know,
right.
if you're on the Warriors, you're fucking boys with Andre Iguodala, Andrew Bogut. You know, I'm talking back in the day.
Yeah.
No, I would definitely go with Klay as well.
Yeah.
Pilkey, what would you do? Would
I
you,
think I would take Dustin Johnson. I don't know enough about Klay Thompson though, so
he's a nasty shooter.
He is. He's dirty.
I think I'd rather like be the best at an individual sport.
There you go.
Yeah, I guess that's the question. Would you rather be the best at an individual sport or a team sport? I think I go team sport.
I got a team
I could
sport.
see how team is like you win a championship, like
Yeah.
it's you and the boys.
You and the boy,
just-
gang.
First you just win it and like
Yeah.
everybody's a little sour that you beat them and stuff.
Yeah. No, for sure. I would go team. Here's a random topic. I usually get into some random topics.
Yeah.
There's this woman who made over $100,000 last year as a professional baby namer. Like
What?
people come to her and they pay sometimes over $10,000 to name their baby.
How long does it take her to like come up with a name?
I don't know, but like, first of all, I would never want someone else to name my kid. I don't need inspiration. I can Google every name, and if I like one, I like one.
And
like,
what kind of name? Like what?
Like, what's her criteria?
Yeah, how does she like? What are the variables she considers?
I
Here?
saw one example was like a family has 2 babies with like named Brady and Miller. So then she's like, okay, well, because you like names like that, I'm going to give you a list of like some like off the cuff kind of names.
I thought you were going to say you combine them. Bruh Miller.
This is the 3rd baby. Yeah. But that would be a cool. I would love to be a professional dog namer.
Yeah,
That'd be a great dog.
That would be cool.
Isn't there like professional cuddlers and like stuff like that? Yeah.
I bet there is. That's an odd thing to be.
People will do anything for money.
That's true.
Literally.
Yeah.
What would you need to be paid to be a professional cuddler? Like, what would your rate be?
I have to consult my girlfriend first.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
What do you think her number would be to let you do it? Like per cuddle?
Are we talking like an hour?
Yeah. What's the time?
Like one cuddle session?
We got to set the boundaries.
I would
here, too.
say it's 45 minutes to an hour, 15 minutes.
Because I would say you're not getting like good looking people. Or else
Oh
they
yeah,
would-
you're getting lonely people who are paying you to for contact.
Then she might be more comfortable with that, to be honest.
What? Oh,
If it's just like, yeah.
oh, not a threat to your relationship. Yeah, it's not like, you're not gonna get some like hot ass chick being like, "I'll pay you 50 grand to cuddle with me." Like, it's never gonna be anyone good.
75, sorry.
It's gonna be like an older person, and
To be honest, they probably just want the company. Like,
yeah,
I don't know, $1,000 maybe. I don't know.
$1,000 per cuddle.
Yeah, why not?
I'd need at least like 7 grand because you're meeting someone kind of sketchy.
Yeah.
I think if the money was there, you would be a lot less.
I think it really
That's
depends on the
true.
time. It really depends on the time. If it's like, if it's like hours, then I might be like, all right, we'll do like 3 hours for like 7 grand. Or
Yeah,
something. If it's like an hour,
yeah.
I'd be like, all right, $1,000 for an hour.
That's
sure.
true.
Yeah.
That is
know?
true. If they live in close proximity to you,
That too.
like
They gotta
yeah.
pay for gas.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, no question.
Especially now.
Especially now.
Oh yeah, gas is crazy.
By the way, really quick question about New York. We have walked probably about 60 miles through the city of Manhattan. I have not seen a single gas station. Can you enlighten me there?
There are some.
Yeah.
There's, I think,
I agree,
like
though.
2 in Manhattan.
That's not true, is it? What?
Yeah.
That's it?
At least below like 90th Street. Look it up. There's a
Dude.
few.
Because I'm not even kidding you. We've past 3 days, we've done over 20 miles of walking.
Nobody drives here.
Yeah, it's
You know
just
how
fun,
much
too.
it
You
costs
look
to
at
like?
I mean,
park a car?
I live in Brooklyn, so it's a little different. Like I live right near one.
Yeah.
but
yeah.
Some like garages are over $1,000 a month to park your car. It's insane.
What about like just like a parking spot? Like can you just get
They like don't exist. It's all like street parking.
Yeah. Brooklyn has a lot more street parking than Manhattan.
yeah.
So I found out how many gas stations are in Manhattan.
As I weigh
It's
off.
more, yeah, but like it's not a lot.
Under 100.
There's 50 gas stations in Manhattan.
No way.
That are able to be used by the public. So I'm sure like bus companies, they have fueling
Cabs.
stations.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got like fueling stations. 50 in Manhattan. That's kind of crazy.
I've seen it like
I've definitely
probably
been
one
to
or
some.
2.
I've definitely been to one.
Nobody drives here. It's
Yeah.
all like city bike. I think is like the best way to get around.
Yeah.
Subway,
Yeah.
obviously.
Subway and
And then just
walking.
A lot of people walk.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Damn. I never really thought of that.
Yeah.
Because in Brooklyn, there's like, it's different. Like Brooklyn's got, do people know what Brooklyn is in Oregon, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, the
hope
Brooklyn
so.
Nets exist.
I
That's a
hope
dumb
so.
question.
No,
How
but-
about Hoboken?
No.
Have you ever heard
I've
of
heard it,
Hoboken?
for sure, yeah.
That's where we used to live.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So,
that's
where's that in like proximity to here?
it's like on
The other side of the Hudson River.
Yeah.
So like if
Got
you're in Manhattan, Brooklyn's over here and Hoboken's just the
Oh,
other side.
we drove through. I think we drove through Hoboken because we.
If you took like a tunnel into the city, you probably gone through Hoboken or Jersey City.
JFK. Newark. Yeah, it was
Newark.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
so
first-
you
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
drove kind of close to it.
Yeah.
It's basically like, from like the West Village. You know what West Village is?
Yes.
It's like 15 minutes from there.
Got it.
There's like a train that gets there.
Cool.
Yeah, I lived there for 6 years.
Wow.
Yeah, Hoboken doesn't get the respect it deserves.
Definitely not.
It's one of the best towns around here.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
All right, so I got a question.
Yeah.
This is like I kind of heard on TikTok, but I want to change it up a little.
Yeah.
So it's Usain Bolt versus Joey Chestnut. They have to run a race, but every 100 meters they have to eat a hot dog.
Holy shit.
So it's a 400-meter race. So once around the track, 4 hot dogs. Who do you think's gonna win?
Usain Bolt, bro.
Do you think he
100%.
can eat 4 hot dogs?
Fuck
For
yeah.
sure.
He
All
would
right, so-
demolish them.
Yeah.
So say the race isn't now like a mile. He's got to eat 16 hot dogs.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
Probably still wins.
You think There's no way.
I think you need to up the ante a bit with the amount of hot dogs. Like, you're not giving Joey Chestnut enough of an advantage.
16 hot dogs.
Something I bet you could look up is what his diet is, like how much food he consumes.
I bet it's a shit ton.
Yeah, I bet it's a shit ton.
Because
So,
Michael Phelps ate a fuck ton when he was
dude,
training.
he ate like what 20,000 calories. It was like something obscene.
Michael Phelps did, yeah.
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 But how fast do you think it would take him to eat one hot dog?
Yeah, it's kind of like a tortoise with a hair question.
20 seconds at most.
Yeah, you can run around the track in like Joey Chestnut could probably do it in like a minute and a half.
That'd be
Just walk
fast.
the whole time. He just
That
scarf him
wouldn't be
down.
that fast.
Yeah, a minute and a half.
I mean, you're
I
moving,
think two.
but-
I think he could do it in 2 minutes. Yeah.
All right, so 2 minutes. He's gonna put down 4 hot dogs in like a second each.
Yeah.
And if Usain Bolt takes like 30 seconds to eat a hot dog, it's gonna be a tight race.
It's a better. Okay. So wait, reiterate the question just so we get it concisely.
All right, so it's a running race, 400 meters. So once around the track, every 100 meters, you have to stop and eat a hot dog before you can continue running.
Usain Bolt wins if it's one hot dog.
How big is a hot dog?
We're talking foot long.
Foot long. No, you're talking Nathan's hot dog. You gotta talk to Conte. Probably like that big.
All right.
6 inches. Is this 6 inches? No, this is like this is like
That's like 2
this is like
feet.
12 inches, bro. I'm kidding.
All right.
But this actually kind of goes into my sponsor. So Pellegrino.
Yeah.
The reason I've been drinking Pellegrino is it's a glass bottle. Because I don't know if you guys heard, but they're finding a lot of microplastics in our blood. Apparently, the amount of microplastics in our blood in 1 week can make a credit card, that amount of plastic.
That's terrifying.
And one of the things it's showing is that men, like the offspring of men, like the babies,
You're gonna be plastic.
are getting smaller dicks.
What?
And the area between your dick and your butthole, like the gooch, is shrinking by like a large percentage.
That's concerning.
Who's measuring these babies' dicks?
I don't know. It's some woman.
What?
I don't know. Actually, that's a good point. Who's measuring everyone's dick? Because it's not like when you're born, they're like, "Meh."
Like, all right, get on the scale. Now drop
but
your
the
pants.
stat is out there that like basically people's dicks are shrinking because we're consuming a lot of plastics. It's like getting in our food and our water and plastic water bottles and stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
Plastic water bottles always freaked me out because I just picture them in like the warehouse and them getting like super hot,
Yep.
and then them shipping them and like I don't know.
I saw like a dude bringing them out of a truck into a store today, and I'm just like, the sun is beating down on them. We're consuming a shit ton of plastic.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about that. Actually.
I feel like
Yeah.
on TikTok I've seen so many water experts recently. Like you've seen that guy who like all he drinks is like water.
What does he
And
do?
he freaks out when like a restaurant puts like ice cubes in it.
What's wrong with ice cubes?
He's
Yeah.
like a water sommelier.
Why do you have ice
Interesting.
cube? But ice water is like the best.
Nah, I'm a room
No,
temperature
because-
water
Room
guy.
temp?
I like for
He doesn't
sure.
do the ice cubes because it's not the same purity as the water he's drinking. So he gets like a nice water and then they just put like normal ice cubes in. And once they melt,
What's his favorite kind of water?
I don't know, some bougie ass shit.
Dude, you know what we were just
Wow.
talking about, Conrad, when we were walking our many miles in New York? You know, of all like potential monopolies, you'd think that water would have like a monopoly, but there's like 97 brands of water.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I think Nestle is a lot of those brands though.
Oh, really?
Oh, for sure. Like Nestle's trying to get a
Yeah, like
monopoly
Coke
on them.
and Pepsi own a few, like Aquafina, Dasani.
I remember Snapple had a water. It was just called Snapple 2.0 in the glass bottle.
Now there's
Damn.
so many like niche
Oh, it's
waters.
yeah.
great. The box water, the like.
Yeah.
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 See, that's not plastic. That's a good one.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. There's a town in Massachusetts that all the water sold is box water.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, someone told me that. So
What
I don't
about
know
the
if it's
canned
true.
water, Liquid Death?
I fuck with
I've
that.
never had
Dude,
that.
it's actually kind of nice. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
It's not plastic either.
The water sommelier, so that's a good one.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
I saw that. Like, my sister was drinking that at a concert. I was like, is my sister drinking like an energy drink? And then, like, because she's like not that type of
Yeah,
person.
the can is like so intimidating.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
is.
But it's just water.
Yeah.
Are you guys more Essentia or Smart Water?
Smart water.
I am too. I feel like those two kind of have
I
a
just
strong
go
grip
Poland,
on it.
Poland Spring.
Oh,
We used to have a water cooler in our apartment. I
Yeah.
miss that. I'm all tap water now.
there you go.
I kind of think tap water doesn't hydrate you as the same. Because my pee has been yellow since moving out. Always yellow, bro. So I got to check my tap.
There you go.
I don't know. But
New York's supposed to have good tap water though. Like some of the best.
yeah, I wonder how true it
You
is.
got to come to Oregon, man.
Yeah, right?
We
I
have
feel
good
like
water out
I
there.
come here, I'm like, this is dog shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have the best.
excuse
water.
me.
Sorry.
you
Didn't mean
can't
to
say
offend
dog shit
anybody.
on this podcast. No, I'm
I feel like I've
kidding.
said it way too many times.
No, you're definitely good.
No, but dude, the water in Portland is probably some of the best water in the entire world. I think it's actually been like awarded that or something.
Which is?
Government campus right on the base of Mount
It was literally voted the best water in the world.
I bet if you polled Americans and you had them guess where the best water's from, they would guess the Pacific Northwest.
Probably.
It's like such like a pure area of the country.
All the rain and runoff and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like I keep forgetting the word I'm trying to use here, but like the vibe of that area of the country is very like nature and clean and fresh. Like the
vegan,
air. Yeah.
granola.
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I want to go out there. I want to go hiking. Where's Banff? Is that
That's
Vancouver?
in Canada.
Isn't that Utah? No, I'm thinking of
No.
Zion.
It's like the
I think
Canadian
it's Vancouver.
Rockies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, I want to get out to the Pacific Northwest. No, I've been to California, and that's really all in Utah. But
Pacific Northwest, beautiful.
yeah.
Can't go wrong. Yeah.
Do you think you'll ever move to the East Coast?
For sure, I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know when.
How old are you?
24.
Oh, you're a kid, man. Wow.
What? How old are
How
you
old do you
guys?
think we are?
Like late 20s?
29.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see?
yeah, yeah.
I get it. I know.
Yeah. Wow. And you're 25, 26?
7
Damn.
though.
Oh, wow.
At 24, I definitely wasn't doing shit. I don't know what I was doing. So yeah, you guys are definitely got a good head start on life.
But like I said, we're just having fun, dude. We're just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any last thing I'll ask you is 1 second before I like to throw music to these questions.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you have any advice for if you had advice for any type of person out there, what would it be? Whether it's a content creator, whether it's just a kid growing up, whether it's anybody.
This music is just so fitting for
I
stuff.
fucking love this song.
I feel like it's also kind of trite advice, but there's so many people out there right now on Instagram, on TikTok, that are creating content for other people, to please other people, to make other people happy. Do it for yourself first.
100%.
Like, that's how I started, was just like, I want to make content that like makes me happy. Because first off, you gotta watch yourself a bajillion fucking times, but at the end of the day, like, if you're not happy with yourself and like making cool stuff that you also enjoy, like, then you're not gonna enjoy
What's
it.
the point of doing it?
Yeah, that's why I said I have fun every day. 'Cause
Yeah.
I love what I do, you know?
Yeah, no, you're definitely murdering the game in that sense.
I just have so much fun. I just want to, like, at the end of the day, I just want to make people laugh and make people happy. I got some comments on TikTok early on in, like, peak COVID that were like, dude, you've, like, literally helped me through COVID.
Boom.
Like, you've, like, I watch your stuff and I, like, smile and I've been inside for, like, fucking a week or whatever. I'm like, that is, like, the best thing I've ever heard. I'm serious.
Yeah.
That, like, I was like, everything I've done is, like, worth it because of that kid. He
Damn.
said that.
Hell yeah.
That was so nice.
I agree with that. Like when I was starting my podcast, my oldest brother was like, you need a niche. You really need a niche. My brother's like, you should do UFOs. It's like, I don't know fucking shit about UFOs. I'm not doing this just to be successful. I'm doing this because like, I want to just talk about fun shit. I want it to be fun.
Exactly.
And then that's not a diss at them.
People told you like, yeah, exactly. Like you should do this or improve this. It's like, dude,
I block those people out.
Yeah.
Like, I've got like a friend who's like, do this. I'm like, suck my balls.
Yeah, you do your own way. That's
Yeah.
People see through a lack of authenticity so easily, right?
Yes.
So like, if you're just authentic, like, great. If the people vibe with you, awesome. If they don't, awesome. Whatever, you know.
100%. I love my haters.
Yeah. Oh my God. You know, people are like, fuck you, Adam. Blah, blah. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's whatever. But I get one
Great
comment.
engagement.
Yeah, one comment one day. It's like, I love you. And I'm like, that's the best. I mean,
Yeah,
that
exactly.
makes my day.
Yeah.
Those same haters though, like they would come up to you in person and be like, I love your content.
100%.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
No,
100%.
absolutely. Or if you
They're
DM
like,
them,
I just didn't think you would respond. I wanted to get your attention.
that's literally facts.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Adam Faris.
Thanks for
Get to
having me,
know
guys.
him.
Thanks for coming on the pod.
Thanks so much.
Pilkey, thanks for coming back. This is
I'm
a
happy to
big
be back.
moment. I don't know if you
Huge.
like follow me, but like
Man.
he's back. This is like first time since last August, maybe.
Yeah, we did one at the other place.
That was in August, but yeah, that was late August.
Yeah.
Damn, welcome back, Pilks.
Many
Been
more
a
to
minute.
come.
Hell yeah. Thanks, guys.
Sweet.